What's good? It's your boy Tad Money, and today I'm gonna talk about Cuba, man. I just talked about Haiti and how Haiti going through it, and now I want to talk about Cuba and what's going through it, what's going on in Cuba. Basically, Cuba is having enough, just like how Haiti is having enough. I mean, these two particular Caribbean islands is so important to me because of the Orishas and the Loa. You know what I'm saying? Because of the Orishas and the Loa. They've been with me my whole life. You feel me? They've been with me my whole life. And seeing these two Caribbean islands, going through it, it lets me know that, I need to stop. I'm saying? I do work. I'm not lazy, but it's time for me to really push out my music and really get myself out there to the world. Because I feel like these Caribbean islands are just crying for help, man. And these politicians, they not really focusing on these Caribbean islands like they're supposed to. Like they're asking for help and nobody trying to give them help. I'm like, man, it's kind of sad and it's stressful. It's stressing me out. And, seeing Cuba and Haiti, especially Cuba, like, you see Oshun and Shango, you see the Orisha beads, even though people want to trip off of me wearing beads. I'm like, bro, why you tripping off me wearing the Orisha beads? They're African just like me. They're black just like me. What the fuck? I mean, my people here in the African Americans had to deal with a whole century, fucking dealing with worshiping a white guy, worshiping a white image. You know what I'm saying? So, when people trip off of someone like me wearing my Orisha beads, like, bro, just relax. I'm like, I'm not doing this just to have jewelry on. I don't like jewelry. Crystals on my jewelry. No, crystals on my only jewelry. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to Orisha beads like this and anything similar to this, I'm a rock it for the sake of my ancestors, but also the Orishas and the Loa as well, especially the Orishas. What Cuba is going through right now is only temporary. Trust and believe, Cuba do play an important part, just like Haiti, just like Dominican Republic, just like many of these Caribbean islands. They play an important part in the New World Order. You know what I'm saying? So they're not gonna just make disappear these islands or make them destroy themselves like something like that. But the thing I'm trying to say though is that when it comes to the Orishas and the Loa, specifically Cuba and Haiti, it's crying for my help, man. I don't know how can I put it. Lucifer himself, he basically sick and tired of me not doing what I'm supposed to do. Lucifer gave me a task to do, and that is push his kingdom upon this earth. You know what I'm saying? And when it really comes down to it, he already showing me the signs and stuff about what things going on, especially with Haiti. I love Haiti so much because of the Loa, because of Papa Leba, Pop Bandier, and Zuli Ogan. But I love the Loa for the sake of the Loa. That's why I love Haiti, for the voodoo spirits and all the Loa spirit, Gede, Petro, and Congo. The thing about it is, when it comes to Cuba, the Orishas are my tribe and family. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, yo, I'm finna create a religion for African Americans to worship Shango and Oshun together as mother and father, and put yourself in the middle as you complete the Trinity with these gods and goddesses. So basically, what I'm trying to say though is that what Cuba is going through right now is only temporary. But I am going to save Cuba. I am going to save Haiti. Some way, somehow, in my power, by the law of attraction, I will do what I must do to save these beautiful Caribbean islands. And I know you wonder, hey, you got that Barbados headband. You ain't focused on Barbados. I mean, but ain't nothing going on with Barbados right now that I can speak of. But not only that, if Rihanna say something, I say something. I mean, I'm going to say something first, but I know Rihanna would say something first. There's something going on with Barbados. But the thing about it is they prosecute people in Barbados who practice witchcraft. So I can't really speak on that. But when it comes to Haiti and Cuba, they openly practice witchcraft and they stuck to their pagan roots. These besides Trinidad, these other Caribbean islands are stuck on Christianity or whatever. But basically what I'm trying to say though is that when it really comes down to it, I'm really am about, making sure that Haiti and Cuba already play an important part in the New World Order, but making sure Haiti do. Because right now, people don't want to include Haiti into their circle because of what they did. And also, they practice voodoo. Voodoo is not devil worship. Voodoo is not dark. I mean, it could be dark and light at the same time as a balance. But voodoo is not that bad. You know what I'm saying? They're making, that's why did they call Haiti Haiti after the Greek god Haiti? You know what I'm saying? God of the underworld. They're trying to say that Haiti is a dark place. But no matter how you look at it, they don't want to be called black. Not all Haitians want to be called black, but let's just call them Haitians. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's not a good title for them to use, I would call them Benin or anything, but they don't consider themselves Africans either. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is that, you know, Cuba is going through what they're going through in Cuba is temporary. What they're going through in Cuba is only temporary. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure that we're gonna bring people to get initiated into Santeria or look at me or what, you know what I'm saying? Have African Americans get initiated into look at me and into Haitian voodoo as well. You know what I'm saying? I want these two Caribbean islands I am focused upon for the sake of the Orishas and the Loa. You know, it's definitely for the sake of the Orishas and the Loa. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand, you know, you really gotta understand what I'm about, man. I'm all about, you know, these African spirits, you know, these African gods and goddesses, you know what I'm saying? Whole 9 yards. Like African Americans, they're already coming back to look at me, they already come back to their Yoruba beliefs. But, you know, people, you know, Abrahamic religion still got a grip on this world, you know what I'm saying? Which is a real reason why Age of Aquarius and a New World Order cannot full bloom because of Christianity and stuff like that. So what I'm basically trying to say though is that I'm gonna make sure Cuba will be good, and Cuba's already gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sick and tired of these people starving these islanders, specifically Haiti and Cuba, starving them to death, not giving them food, not giving them what they need to get. You know what I'm saying? America, we got so much of that stuff, but at the same time, due to COVID, it kind of messed everything up, though, man. Due to COVID, it messed everything up. But what I'm really trying to say though is that I want to help people out for the sake of the Orishas, for the sake of Mother Oshun is the patron of Cuba. You know what I'm saying? She is the patron of Cuba. And for the sake of Mother Oshun, I know she will bless me heavenly if I really support Cuba and focus on Cuba. You know what I'm saying? And focus on Haiti as well. And not only that, but focus on the Yoruba people in Africa. Anybody that's part of this witchcraft community of African witchcraft or Southern magic or whatever you want to call it. The thing about it is, I'm going to make sure that Cuba and Haiti is taken care of. I'm going to make sure that I'm a Democrat. I'm part of the Democratic Party. You know what I'm saying? Whole 9 yards. You know what I'm saying? I can't be Republican. Republicans, they mainly focus on this country more. They mainly focus on America more, if you know what I mean. But that's not what they're basically all about. But they, you know what I'm saying? Seeing Trump in office and stuff, you know what I'm saying? He was focused on America more than anything else. You feel what I'm saying? And on the people as well. But right now, I want to get my focus on Cuba and Haiti, though, man. Cuba and Haiti is really, really going through it. And for the sake of the Orishas and the Loa, I'm going to make sure that Cuba and Haiti is taken care of. I'm going to make sure that for the sake of the gods and goddesses of the Orishas and the Loa, you know what I'm saying? Whole 9 yards. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a Orisha child. I'm a Loa baby. So that's one thing I want to say. You feel what I'm saying? I'm going to make sure, but Cuba, what Cubans are going through right now is temporary. You feel what I'm saying? The New World Order is already here. It's just that people don't realize it. And COVID was the key to do that. You know what I'm saying? Again, you know, being prisoners in our house and stuff. COVID was the main progenitor of trying to bring this New World Order and the Age of Aquarius in. Like, you already got African Americans embracing their Yoruba beliefs and African traditional religions. And as soon as I get connected to Haiti and Cuba, I'm gonna make sure a lot more African Americans get initiated into Lukumi and into Haitian voodoo. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna initiate more African Americans into that religion. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I want people to come back to their pagan roots. I'm not into Egyptology because, like I said, the conscious community is not focused on Egypt alone. So, and then now you're even talking about the Africans that are going to Egypt, trying to reclaim Egypt, and their ass getting beat the fuck up. So the thing about it is, the main thing I want to say though is that I'm going to make sure that Cuba is good. I'm going to make sure that Cuba is good. You know what I'm saying? No matter what, I'm going to make sure that Cuba is good. No matter what. So that's one thing I want to say. And the other thing is that, you know what I'm saying, I know I'm Bayesian, I know I gotta focus, I know Barbados is important, but you gotta understand, I'm into African witchcraft. I'm into ancient African traditional religion, and Barbados is mostly Christianity. But the thing about it is, I got nothing against Christianity. Like I said, I got family that Christians. I got whole 9 yards. But you know what I'm saying. One thing I want to thing I want to say is that I'm gonna make sure that Cuba is good, man. I'm gonna make sure that Cuba is gonna be good in the new war. They're already good in the new world order, but it's what they're going through right now is only temporary. It's only temporary. I want to make sure that more African Americans get initiated into leukemia or Santeria. And I'm going to make sure if they don't want to choose that, then they can choose Haitian voodoo and get initiated there. And always come to these islands, you know what I'm saying, to pay homage and pay pilgrimage and all that stuff. So, you know what I'm saying? That's one thing I want to say. So this your boy Tammy. That's all I want to say. So like I said, the Orishas and the Loa, the reason why Cuba and Haiti are going through what they're going through, because in a way, Lucifer is trying to tell me, like, if you ain't going to do nothing, you're going to watch your favorite people, you know, especially where your gods and goddesses reside in, you gonna see them crumble and you gonna see them suffer for a temporary moment. And that's what is going on. So I gotta get on my music game. I gotta get on my gaming or whatever I gotta do to make myself popular and known to the world. That's what I gotta do. So hopefully Cuba and Haiti will be around once I make it into the world. And that's all I gotta say. So this is your boy Sam Money.